हरि ओम मम्मी।
शारदे पाहि मां शङ्कर रक्ष मां। 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 शारदे पाहि मां शङ्कर रक्ष मां।
हरि ओम। ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः। शारदा शारदाम्बुज वदना वदनाम्बुजे सर्वथा सर्वदास्माकं सन्निधिं क्रियात्। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ओम भारते करुणापात्रं भारते पदभूषणं भारते पदमारुढं भारते तीर्थमाश्रये विद्याविनयसम्पन्नं वेतराहं विवेहिनं वन्दे वेदान्ततत्त्वज्ञं विदुशेखरभारतीं सद्गुरुचरणारविन्दाभ्यां नमः। Namaskaram all. Welcome to the 30th session of Panchadasi today. Namaskaram, Mami. Please, let's go and get started.
Thanks a lot. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpada Shankaram Lokashankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Namah Shri Shankarananda Guru Padambu Janmane Savilasa Mahamoha Grahagrasaika Karmani. Hari Om. We had done up to the 53rd shlokam. So, Srini, if you don't mind, can we have 51, 52, 53? We'll just chant together. We'll chant together. Everybody together. Ataye vadvitiyatvam shunyavannahi ganyate na loke chaitra tachakyoho jivitam likhyate prithak shaktyaadhikye jivitam chet vardhate tatra vruddhikrit na shaktih kim tu tat karyam युद्ध कृष्यादिकं तथा सर्वथा शक्तिमात्रस्य न पृथक् गणना क्वचित् शक्तिकार्यं तु नैवास्ति द्वितीयं शङ्क्यते कथम्. So we had done up to 53rd verse last time, and in that we had a very elaborate explanation of what is Maya. So we had a lot of discussion on that, lot of logic, etc. had been brought in. So then the 3 points that were established after all those so many things that we talked about was, one thing, the first thing is that Maya is something which does not have any valid reality. So it is called as nistatva. It is just an appearance. We can say it's called as mithya. We said that is the definition. So sad asat bhinnam. It is different from sat and asat. It's neither sat nor asat. And also we said anirvachaniyam, cannot be defined. That's the definition. What is the definition? It cannot be defined. Last time we talked about that. So that is Maya. The second thing is that it is termed as the Shakti of Sat. It's the power of Shakti, of Sat. And so it doesn't have an independent existence. It depends upon its existence, depends upon the Sat, the reality. The third thing that came out of it was that the existence of Maya is karyagamya. Karyagamya means it is known only from the effect. We don't know what Maya is, but only through the effect we know, oh, okay, so Maya is there. It's just that difficult. So even in Viveka's Chudamani, I quoted from Vivek Chudamani, how karyanumeya, That's what the explanation is given like that. So only known through the effects. So this is what we had concluded after all those different kinds of, hair pulling, all those things that we did last time. And then these are the three different points. That one is nistatva. It does not have a valid reality. It is termed as the Shakti of Maya, the power of Maya, does not have an independent existence. And then the existence of Maya is only known through its effects. So these are the 3 points that were brought out in the last lecture. So now coming to the next section of this the whole of the study of this, we go to this is the deep understanding or the broad understanding of Maya. So now we move forward. Now the question that we have to, we come up with another question. So, okay, now that the Maya is established as mithya, okay, I understand. That which does not have its own reality, all right, you have proved and that's okay, I believe that. But why does it not have its own reality? Because we already said it is adhyastha. Adhyastha means that which is superimposed on something, on the substratum. It is superimposed. So the superimposed does not have the same reality as the thing that it is superimposed upon. That's called as adhisthana or the substratum. The substratum has got the reality, whereas the superimposed thing on it does not, it does not have the same reality as that substratum. So all the things that are superimposed will come under the category of mithya. So last time we gave so many examples. So just to refresh our mind, we said how the snake on the rope. Yeah? So the rope is there, but then the snake is not there, but we see the snake. So as long as we see the snake, it has got a reality. But the moment we know that it is not the snake, it is only the rope, that thing goes away. So what is the reality? The reality is the rope, and the superimposed is the snake. That is mithya. Other example was that we go in the desert, and then in the mid-sun, when it is very, very sunny, then we see a lake, water. And we know that the lake is just mithya, but the sand is the reality. So mithya is that which appears, but mithya is that which ends on knowledge. Once we know what is the real truth, then the mithya ends. There is nothing like that. I have just been thinking that it is there, but once I know that it is just a mithya, then even that's the whole thing, that we have to know that once I know that this whole world is only a mithya, then to drop it, that becomes another problem for us. Anyway, that's a different question. So now, Maya, as we said, is also mithya because it ends at the knowledge of the self. We know what the self is, then that mithya ends. Therefore, mithya is now clarified. Now, whenever superimposition happens, this is the next topic that we are coming to. After having understood what Maya is, what is mithya, all that, now we go to the next topic. It says, this Maya, which is mithya, it can be of 2 types. It can be of 2 types. One is kritsna, and kritsna means the superimposed pervades the substratum wholly, fully. Like what? like a rope is there, and we see the snake. The snake is pervading the whole rope. Yeah? The snake is pervading the whole rope. This is the example of where the superimposed is pervading the whole of the adhisthana. So of the substratum. The second is ekadesha. Ekadesha means only one portion of the substratum is pervaded by this, the adhyastha, that which is pervading it. Now, first one we can understand, yeah, I understood. There is a rope and I saw it as a snake. All right. Or I saw a shell in the on the beach and the sun was shining on it. It looked like a silver coin. The whole shell looked like a silver coin. That's understandable. Now, ekadesha, what is the ekadesha? Only one portion of something is seen. So we already talked about the mirage. Yeah? So the whole desert is there. As we are going through that, we know that the water doesn't seem to be everywhere. Only in one portion of that whole desert, we see this water-like thing, which we think is water, isn't it? So that is an example of the portion of the desert looking like water. That is called as ekadesha. So that Maya is adhyastha on the Sat. It is superimposed on Sat. So is the entire Sat pervaded by Maya, or only a portion of it is pervaded? This is the next question. Okay, so in order to come to the question, we have to understand what is Ekadesha and what is Kritsna. What is fully pervaded and what is only partially pervaded. So now we have understood when we have an example of a rope and a snake, it is fully pervaded, Kritsna. And then when we have an example of the desert, only one portion of it looks like water, that is called as Ekadesha. The pervading is only in one portion. So now, when we say that this Maya is pervading this entire Sat, is it entirely pervaded, or is it only one portion that is pervaded? So, how will you ask in the Sanskrit terminology? Is it Kritsna Adhyasa? Adhyasa means superimposition. Kritsna means full. Is it a Kritsna Adhyasa or is it Ekadesha Adhyasa? Is it fully pervaded or is it just only one portion? So, why all these Talelavali, all these questions, how beautifully Shankara, we can see Vidyaranyaji, how methodically he's thinking, because actually there is nobody sitting there and asking questions. We all know that. It's not like somebody says, hey, now I have one more question, sir. It's not like that. It is the person who is writing thinks about what kind of questions the students will have and how beautifully, each one is asked like that and then it is answered very beautifully. So now we don't even think of such questions. Okay, you told me 100 because you said if it is so, that's fine. So this is the next question. So we go to the 54th shlokam now, today. न कृत्स्न ब्रह्म वृत्ति सा शक्ति किम त्वेकदेश भाक् न कृत्स्न ब्रह्म वृत्ति सा शक्ति किम त्वेकदेश भाक्. Ghata Shaktir Yatha Bhumau Snigdha Mridyeva Vartate. Ghata Shaktir Yatha Bhumau Snigdha Mridyeva Vartate. Together. Na kritsna brahma vritti sa shakti kim tvekadesha bhak ghata shaktir yatha bhumau snigdha mridyeva vartate. Na kritsna brahma vritti sa shakti kim tvekadesha bhak ghata shaktir yatha bhumau Snigdha mridyeva vartate. Now, you can take it out. All right. So, now it says Sa Shaktihi. That Shakti. What Shakti? Maya Shakti. Okay. So, we are talking about the Maya Shakti. Sa Shakti, that Shakti, na kritsna brahma vrittihi. Na kritsna. Kritsna means whole, pervaded, whole thing. Na means it's not. Does not pervade the entire Brahman. The Sat is not entirely pervaded by Maya. Maya is superimposed, the Adhyastha, and Brahma is the Adhisthana, that is the substratum. So, but Maya does not pervade the entire Brahman, the entire Sat. Oh, Kintu, but, Kintu means but, Ekadesha Bhak. We already said Ekadesha Bhak. It only enjoys a little regional presence in a little portion. It's there only in a little portion. It pervades only one portion, a small portion of the entire Sat. Like what? Immediately, an example has to be given. Like he gives, Vidyaranyaji himself gives, Ghata Shaktihi Yatha Bhumau. Now, the entire earth is there. Now we know the earth consists of different types of soil. There is some clay, there is some sand, there are some pebbles, there are so many different things. Even though we call it as one bhumi, in the bhumi, only in the clay portion, from the clay portion, we can make a pot. I cannot go to the beach and say, with this sand, let me make a pot. Yeah, because you try, whatever you try, it will all be not staying like a pot. Yeah, so we all know. So, Ghata Shaktihi Yatha Bhumau. So, the power to create a ghatam, that is a pot, is not there in the entire earth. We can see that. Snigdha mridi eva vartate. Snigdha mridi means that that kind of soil, mud, which is very clayey. Yeah. So when you take it, it has to be, what do you call it? It has to be very sticky. Yeah? Only that kind of clay, we can make it into a pot. Only into that kind of mud can only be used for making a pot. So, snigdha mridi eva vartate. It's there only in that clay, in the entire bhumi. Only in that clay portion, you can make the pot. So, that Shakti is there only in that particular kind of soil. In the same way, this entire Maya is not pervading the entire Sat, a Brahman, but it's there only in one portion of the whole Brahman. Now, so Maya is not everywhere, but in only one portion. Oh, but how do you say such, sweeping statements? Huh? Immediately, you cannot give statements without examples. Huh? So Vidyaranyaji doesn't leave it like that, because the next question will be, give me some example. So first the question was, is it pervading the entire bhumi? No, it's not pervading the entire bhumi. It is like how the clay can be only made into a pot, how the whole bhumi, all the earth does not, it does not have the same kind of soil. In the same way, in Sat, there is only a portion of it which is pervaded by this Maya. How do you say that? Oh, very easy. Okay. Why? Because there are lots of examples, says Vidyaranyaji. Okay. If you want, example you want, okay, you will be sorry you asked for it. Because now I'm going to, inundate with all kinds of examples. So, first, he says, I'm going to give an example from the Upanishad. Okay. So, he's taking one example from the Upanishad, which almost looks like Purusha Suktam. Okay, you will immediately think, oh, auntie is now, mixing up with Purusha Suktam. But this is not from Purusha Suktam. He's giving it from the actual Chandogya Upanishad. Okay, so now what is that? We go to the 55th verse. Padosya sarva bhutani tripadasti swayam prabha. Padosya sarva bhutani tripadasti swayam prabha. इत्येकदेशवृत्तित्वं मायाया वदति श्रुतिः. इत्येकदेशवृत्तित्वं मायाया वदति श्रुतिः. Together. पादोस्य सर्वा भूतानि त्रिपादस्ति स्वयं प्रभः इत्येकदेशवृत्तित्वं मायाया वदति श्रुतिः. Again. पादोस्य सर्वा भूतानि त्रिपादस्ति स्वयं प्रभः इत्येकदेशवृत्तित्वं मायाया वदति श्रुतिः. So, what does it remind us of? It reminds us of Purusha Suktam, which says, Padosya Vishwa Bhutani Tripadasya Divi Tripadurdhva Udait Purushaha. I hope we all remember that. So, it looks like we are quoting that, but no. Here it does not say Padosya Vishwa Bhutani, but it says Padosya Sarva Bhutani. Okay. So, this is Chandogya. And in the Chandogya, if we want to go and see which one this is, it is the chapter 3, 12th verse, 3rd pada. So it is in that the third in that section. So padosya sarva bhutani. What does that mean? Pada we all know 1 quarter. 1 quarter. Pada asya means of this Brahman. Only 1 quarter of that Brahman, Sarva Bhutani, has become all this entire Mahabhutas, Panchamahabhutas. So, Panchamahabhutas and all its effects. I hope we all remember from long ago, we have done, everything about this. How from the sattvic aspect, all the Jnanendriyas have come a long time ago in our last birth. I hope we can remember the Antakarna, the mind and intellect, everything came from the sattvic part. From the Rajasic part came all the Karmendriyas. Karmendriyas and the Pranas. They came. And then from the Tamasic part only, there was this Panchikaranam, how it all, mixed together. And then the entire realm of all this that we see, the whole world, including our own body also. All these things, entire Sthavara, Jangama, moving, immovable, all these things have come from that. So all the Sattvic part, the Rajasic part, the Tamasic part, everything has now become all this Sarva Bhutani. All the things that we see in this world have come from that only. So only one part, 1/4 of that Sat or that reality or Brahman, they all are synonyms. So from that 1/4 of that has become all this Pancha Mahabhutas. Oh, is that so? So, Sarva Bhutani means Sarvani Bhutani. In normal Sanskritam, we say Sarvani Bhutani. But in the in the Vedas and all, it's called Veda in the Chandas Prayog. That's how it is said. So, all these beings have come from that 1/4. Then what about the 3/4? Tripada. Tripada, the 3/4 is Swayam Prabha. Swayam Prabha is untainted, means blemishless, pure consciousness. Still 3/4 of that Brahman is still without any modification, it's still untouched. Iti Eka Desha, so it said, the 54th one, Na Krishna Brahma Vartisa Shakti Kim tu Eka Desha Bhak, said the first line. Eka Desha Bhak. So in this way, the Shruti speaks of Maya being associated with Brahman in only one aspect, Eka Desha Bhak. It's only one aspect. It's not everywhere at all. So this is what the Shruti is now. This Upanishad is saying like that. Which Upanishad? Chandogya Upanishad. So he has given an example from Chandogya Upanishad. So Maya being associated with Brahman is only in one aspect. It's not everywhere. Just like how the Bhumi, in only one part of the Bhumi can be made into parts. The clay is there, only there. So then, all right, but then you said the Shruti is only speaking about the effects of Maya. Effect of Maya is this entire world of Bhutas. But what about Maya? How about the Maya? So, if Maya Karya is located, if the effect of Maya is there, then Maya is located there only. Okay? Like we say, if the power to make clay is there, the pot is there only. No? The pot, the effect can be there only where the power to create it is there. I hope you all are getting the logic behind this. So, when the entire world of moving and unmoving, we see everything is there, only in that 1/4 pada, this Maya is there. Oh, says the Upanishad. Oh, wow, okay, Shruti says like that. Then what about Smriti? So he is not leaving anything. Example is given one one after the other. All examples are coming. Now, so first was the Shruti that is done. Now we come to Smriti. What is the Smriti? From which Smriti? It is from Bhagavad Gita. So which we are all hopefully, we all can understand this. So it says this. Now we come to the 56th verse. This is the example from Bhagavad Gita. विष्टभ्याहमिदं कृत्स्नम् एकांशेन स्थितो जगत् विष्टभ्याहमिदं कृत्स्नम् एकांशेन स्थितो जगत् इति कृष्णोऽर्जुनायाः जगतस्त्वेकदेशताम् इति कृष्णोऽर्जुनायाः जगतस्त्वेकदेशताम् together विष्टभ्याहमिदं कृत्स्नम् एकांशेन स्थितो जगत् इति कृष्णोऽर्जुनायाः जगतस्त्वेकदेशताम् विष्टभ्याहमिदं कृत्स्नम् एकांशेन स्थितो जगत् इति कृष्णोऽर्जुनायाः जगतस्त्वेकदेशताम्. So now it says Vishtabhya. Vishtabhya means upholding. It is upholding. What is upholding what? Huh? Upholding idam kritsnam jagat. This entire world. Upholding this entire world. Eka amshena. By only one part. Aham sthitaha. I remain untouched. Iti. Thus, in this way, Krishnaha Arjunaya aha. Bhagavan Sri Krishna has said to Arjuna, where? In the 10th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. In the 10th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, the Lord says, about this world, Jagataha, of this entire world, indeed, he says, as a part of, this entire world is there, in that this entire world is only nourished, is only nourished by one part of me. With the Lord says like that. That Brahman says that I am only in one part. He has just, spelt it out like that. So, the first example was given from the Upanishads, and the second example is from Bhagavad Gita. The same idea is there in the Bhagavad Gita also. So first it was said in the Upanishad. I hope we all remember what we said. We'll just try to remember again. What was the in that it says it's only the Maya does not pervade the entire and the whole Brahman. It's only a little part of it. Ekadasha bhag, ekadesha bhag. So then, like how the Ghata Shakti, how the clay is made, like that. That example was given. So we should not get confused. And then in the Bhagavad Gita 10th chapter, he says, only padosya sarva bhutani tripadasti swayam prabha. So this is what was said in Vishtabhyaham idam kritsnam ekamshena sthito jagat. Iti Krishna Arjunayoha. In that Samvada, it was also said in that. So, sorry, this is two examples that are given. So, how beautifully now, even that we say, is this enough or not? No. So, he is not still satisfied. First, I gave you the example of the Shruti. Next, I gave you the example, that is the Upanishads. Then I gave you the example of the Smriti. the Bhagavad Gita. Now I am going to give you from Brahma Sutra itself. Okay, so he is quoting Brahma Sutra in the next shlokam to say that the same idea, that only one portion of that entire Sat is pervaded by this Maya to create this world. So now the third example, we go to the Brahma Sutra for 57. Sabhumim Vishvato Vritva Yatyatishthad Dashangulam Sabhumim Vishvato Vritva Yatyatishthad Dashangulam Vikara Varti Chatrasti Shruti Sutra Kritorvachaha Vikara Varti Chatrasti Shruti Sutra Kritorvachaha. Together. Sabhumim Vishvato Vritva Hyatyatishthad Dashangulam Vikara Varti Chatrasti Shruti Sutra Kritorvachaha. Sabhumim Vishvato Vritva Hyatyatishthad Dashangulam Vikara Varti Chatrasti Shruti Sutra Kritorvachaha. This is the third example. Yeah. First it was Shruti, that is from the Upanishads. The next was from the Bhagavad Gita. Now he is quoting Brahma Sutra. So Saha means that Paramatma, that Sat. Bhumim Vishvataha, the entire world in its totality. The entire world in its totality. What all does it have? The world in its entire totality has, the Bhumi, that is the earth, and then Apaha, that is the waters, and then Analaha, that is the fire, and then Vayuhu, that is the air, and also the Akasha, that is the Akasha, space. Okay, so this entire thing. So that's why Vishvataha, the entire Sthula Sukshma, this whole Prapancha, Vritva, after having pervaded this Bhumi with all these things, having pervaded, he indeed Atyatisthati Dashangulam. It extends 10 angulam. Angulam, it can be just said as 10 fingers or 10 inches. Yeah. So away from it. It is apart. It is totally untouched. It is apart from it. It's away from it. It stands apart by 10 inches. Even though it has pervaded everything, stands as though 10 inches away. 10 fingers away. So now, actual Brahma Sutra, it goes like this: Vikara Varticha Tathahi Sthitim Aha. That means Vikara Avarti. There is no Vikara, there is no modification at all. Sthitim Aha. This kind of nature without any modification is stated in the Upanishad. It is told in the Upanishad. In which Upanishad? We'll always ask which Upanishad. So in Shvetashvara Upanishad, if you want to write, in Shvetashvara Upanishad, this has been quoted in Brahma Sutra And so, from the Upanishad, it has been quoted in Brahma Sutra. Says who? In Brahma Sutra, who says? I hope we all know who wrote Brahma Sutra. So it says, Shruti Sutra Kritor Vachaha. Shruti Sutra Krita. The word which was given by a person. Who is that person? Sutrakrit. The Sutrakrit is Vyasa. Okay, so this is now being told by Vyasa. That's what it says here. So it says that only one Amsha of Brahman has become this entire world. Like that, it says by Sutrakrit, that is Vyasa himself has said that in that Brahma Sutra. So second point, even though it is an Amsha of Brahman, it has become this world, but actually it has not been touched. It says 10 inches away. That means, it is nirvikara. Nothing has actually happened. So this is all like very, very mind-boggling when we see that I see this world and you are saying that it's not there. If I, like somebody said, if I come and give you one, thappad on your face, then you will know, you will say that no, it is true only. So, but we all know that which is when we are in the dream, how everything is so real. When we trip and fall, we actually feel the, how we feel at that time as though we have been hurt. But when we wake up, there is nothing like that. So even though it looks like all this is really true, you are giving so many examples from all these different various places. But can this be true? So of course it is mind-boggling. That's why the Lord has made it like this. How we all become so entangled in this world is the beauty of the Creator. The Creator has made it so amazingly real that you and I feel that this is more real than Brahman. I don't know if Brahman is there or not, but I know the world is there. I'm getting kicked every day. We always feel like that. So all these examples have to be given, and in spite of week after week we keep on listening to all this, but it doesn't strike us that hey, the Shruti Sutra Krit, that is in Brahma Sutra, that Vyasa himself has said this. So only one Amsha of Brahman has become this entire world. That has become, and still Brahman is Nirvikara. Nothing has happened to Brahman. So, okay. First you said, now the listener now doesn't keep quiet. All right, you said all this. Only one portion. Did you say like that? Did I hear you properly? Yeah, one portion. Then immediately he catches you by the collar. What does he say? Sadeva Somya idamagra asit. This is how the whole thing started with. And what was the continuation? Ekameva advitiyam. I hope you all remember. Sadeva Somya idam agra asit. Ekameva advitiyam. By ekam eva advitiyam, all the three words were used. I hope you all remember long ago we said swagata, no swagata bheda, na sajatiya bheda, no vijatiya bheda. Do you all remember? Yeah, so one of you is saying yes, okay, all right, good. The others you have to remember. So no swagata bheda, no sajatiya bheda, no vijatiya bheda. You took so many days to explain to us. Eka was denied at that time because it does not have any amsha. You said like that. When you denied ekam eva advitiyam, so you said eka is denied because it does not have any parts. Now what are you saying? Eka amshena sthitaha. You are saying that in one part alone, you only said that it does not have any part before. You get the point? How beautifully he catches immediately, by the collar. Hey, what are you saying? Eka amsha. But you are the one who said there is no amsha here. It does not have any parts. Now you are saying Eka amshena sthito jagat. In one part, the world has come. In that Brahman, one part has become this Jagat. You are saying that there is a part to that Brahman. How come all these days you said like that and now you are refuting your own words? Have you forgotten what you have said? Hope you're all getting it. Yeah. So it's so beautiful the way Vidya Ranniji just keeps on taking out. So we all have to start thinking like that, in that same, the mode that he goes on. So we'll take one more verse to complete this thought. Okay, so the next verse is 55th verse. No, 58th verse. Which one? 57, 58th verse. Yeah. Niramshepyam shamaropya कृत्स्नें शेवेति पृच्छतः निरंशेप्यं शमारोप्य कृत्स्नें शेवेति पृच्छतः वेति not वेति वेति तद्भाषयोत्तरं ब्रूते श्रुतिश्रोतृहितैषिणी तद्भाषयोत्तरं ब्रूते श्रुतिश्रोतृहितैषिणी Together. निरंशेप्यं शमारोप्य कृत्स्नें शेवेति पृच्छतः तद्भाषयोत्तरं ब्रूते श्रुतिश्रोतृहितैषिणी निरंशेप्यं शमारोप्य कृत्स्नें शेवेति पृच्छतः तद्भाषयोत्तरं ब्रूते श्रुतिश्रोतृहितैषिणी. So, when we say that Maya exists in Brahman, the question arose, so where? So, when we say Maya is there in Brahman, there is a sense of Dvaita in the minds of people. So, when we say, it always, that mind also always feels like that. Now, niramshe api amsham aropya. That means, even though the Sat, that Brahman, has no parts, no amsha, but he projects an amsha in Brahman. We project an amsha in Brahman because we are always caught up in time and space. Where? In Brahman, where this whole world is there? That thought comes to us immediately. Is the Brahman, the whole world is Brahman, or it's only a part of Brahman is world? We always, that kind of question comes in all our minds, it says. Kritsne Amsheva, is the Maya everywhere in Brahman? Iti pruchataha. Means he asked, is it everywhere? So, for a person who is asking a question like that, in other words, Vidya Ranniji is saying, when you are listening to this kind of lecture, then naturally the question will come in your mind, is this world there in the entire Brahman or is it in a part only? That kind of a question will come. So, tad bhashaya uttaram shrutihi, brute shrutihi. So, Shruti is giving a validity to his question by answering him. You know, when a student has come to the teacher and he is asking questions, you cannot say, even this thing you don't know. Huh? How buddhu you are. If somebody says like that, will he have any students? Nobody will come to you because everybody has questions. That's why they have come to the teacher. If they don't ask questions, then it means it's bad. You know? So if a person is being told that the world is a projection of that, of Maya, from that Brahman, naturally the student who is listening to this will ask, is it just a little portion or the whole Brahman has become world? It's but natural for the question to come in the mind of a student. Says who? Says Vidyaranyaji. So, Shruti Shrotru Hitaishini. So, Shruti giving a validity to his question, it is answering for the welfare of the person who is asking the question. Because Shruti is always for the people who are trying to understand. So how beautifully he says that, Shruti does not want us to think that, it's okay, they are saying like that, but I don't believe. We should not live like that. So in order to make us understand, it just gives us some kind of validity to the question and it is answering. So it's called a Shrotru Hitaishini because the Shruti desires the welfare of the student. Yeah. So now this is the beautiful, that's why he has said like that, says Vidyaranyaji. Okay. Now having come up to this, there is just one little portion. I don't want you to miss it. Let us finish this whole thing. And this is the concluding portion of this. So it concludes this whole section with a verse which tells us what is the purpose of all this. Ayo, you have been taking so many classes. What is the purpose of this Maya? That is the question. Okay. So we'll finish that. That means the whole of this portion will be done. Okay. So let us go to the 59th shlokam. Satattvamashritya shaktihi. Sorry. Satattvamashritya shaktihi. Kalpayet sati vikriyaha. Sattvamashrita shaktihi. Kalpayet sati vikriyaha. Varna bhitti gata bhittau. Chitram nana vidham yatha. Sorry, tatha. No, yatha only. But in English it says tatha. Varna bhitti gata bhittau. Chitram nana vidham yatha. Sattvamashrita shaktihi. Kalpayet sati vikriyaha. Varna bhitti gata bhittau. Chitram nana vidham yatha. Sattvamashrita shaktihi. Kalpayet sati vikriyaha. Varna bhitti gata bhittau. Chitram nana vidham yatha. So that Shakti means here Maya Shakti. Sat Tattvam Ashrita. It is residing in the Tattva, in the reality which is Sat. We have been talking about Sat. This Maya Shakti is residing in the Sat. Kalpayat Sati Vikriyaha. It projects on that Sat. this Maya Shakti projects on that Sat. Residing in the Sat, Maya is creating on Sat the various pictures. How? Bhittigata Varnaha. Like, suppose there is a huge big wall. And you are coming from somewhere far. From there, it looks like, on that wall, there is a painting, lot of painting. Huh? It's far away, huge big wall. You just imagine. There is a forest. And then in that forest, there are lots of wild animals. Okay, these are all pictures drawn on that. So beautifully colored and all that, Varna also. And then a man is standing on a horse. Yeah? And all these animals are looking at him. He is so scared. So you can see all this, and from far you think, oh my God, what's going to happen to that man? There are too many wild animals. But as you start coming nearer, what do you see? Oh, it was just a big wall with all these different things. Yeah. So from far it looked like so real. Just keep this in mind. That's what he's saying here. So the Maya creates on the Sat various pictures. Like what? Bhittigata Varnaha. Like with different colors, Bhittau Chitram Nana Vidham. Lot of different pictures have been painted on a wall. For a person who knows that it is a wall, we think that I know, just a wall. And all these things, pictures are there. Even though all he sees everything. Yeah. So he sees the trees, he sees the animal, he sees the man on the horse, the soldiers, whatever, everything he sees. So in the same way, for a person who knows the reality, which is the wall here, for a person who can see the reality, he sees this world and each object is only a painting on this wall. He understands that. So, in spite of all the things that he sees, like the person sees the trees and all those wild animals, but he sees only one wall. Look at that. How beautifully they have painted. He is enjoying that with what idea? That it is only a picture. But you and I, when we see the world, we get frightened because we think that the pictures are real. You are my enemy, you are my friend, you are my, this, you are my that. All these things are only pictures on wall. Once you know the wall, the reality behind everything, all these become like unnecessarily we gave too much of importance. In spite of the trees, in spite of the horse, that person sees only the wall. Person who knows. So in the same way, in spite of the various names, various forms, the person who has realized knows that it is just Brahman. So this is how the whole topic of Maya is ended here. Started with Maya. The Maya projects all this, and you and I become a victim of that. And beautifully, it ends with this example of giving the picture on a wall, how a person who knows that it's only a wall, he actually enjoys all the pictures. Appa, tatrupama irukku. It's so beautiful. Look at the way it is painted. I really thought from far that it was a real, real fox, real whatever they say, tiger, whatever. But we know that it's only a wall. The same way, a realized soul living amongst us understands everything as only that, a picture on the wall. On the Brahman, everything is painted. And we all take it to be the real things and then go through the whole life without understanding what is real. So, more than this, there is no other example to give. So, what Vidyaranyaji has given, the punchline at the end, it's just such a beauty, But I went through it so a little too fast with all the things because you have to understand why all these things are given. Unless we finish that, then we will not know why all these examples were given from three different things. Why did he have to go through Brahma Sutra and then Bhagavad Gita and also Upanishads to show that everywhere it tells us the same thing, but we don't understand. You and I don't understand. And then we get so worked up on all the things that are happening around us. Once you know it, life is just a funny thing, fun thing. You just come here, you enjoy it, and then you say, okay, I had a vacation, finished. Now I've seen the movie, now I'm going, leaving, bye. So, such a beautiful portion that I thought, unless I finish this within today's lecture, you will not be able to get that import of it. So that's why we went fast with all these so many shlokams. Next time, if we want, we'll just say a little of everything so that we can connect it properly. Okay? I hope you all like that. Any questions you can ask. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.
Thank you, Sharada ji. Very wonderful explanation of the Maya concept, one of the most difficult concepts, and you've been giving us examples from all the different portions of our Shrutis, Smritis, and all to make understand this concept of Maya, the reality which is not reality, which appears, and then how it only is 1/4 or 3/4, and all those complicated aspects of Maya, and I think. This is where the crux in Vedanta is to understand what is Maya so that you can eliminate Maya. But I think your explanations, as people who have read Vedanta before, makes it more ingrained, the information what you give, and people who have never read Vedanta, it is a very good introduction either way, for introduction or ingraining the information. Thank you very much today for removing the illusion of Maya from all of us.
Wish we can do that easy. Thank you so much. Hari.
If you have any questions, always you can send it to panchadashi@svbfnorth.org. And also, all of the recordings of the previous sessions are available on the VVS portal. We have provided a playlist on the YouTube as well, so you can get the link for the previous lectures from the VVS portal. Thank you.
Mangalam Guru Shri Chandramaulishwar ke Shakti Ganapati Sharadambige Shankaracharya ke Shakti Ganapati Mahaganapati Sharadambige Kala Bhairavar ke Kali Durgai ke Veera Dheera Shura Hanuma Maruti Charanatirke Mallikarjunarke Selva Janardanarke Amba Bhavani Kambada Ganapati Chandi Chamundi ke Shri Krishna Bhagavan ke Shri Chakravasini ke Sita Rama Lakshmana Sakita Maruti Charanatirke Vidyaranyer ke Vidya Shankar ke Vagishwar ke Vajradega Garuda Anchaneyer ke Shri Valli Deva Sena Sameta Subramanyar ke Tungabhadrai ke ஸ்ருங்க நிவாசினிக்கே ஸ்ருங்கேரி புரியில் நிலைத்திருக்கும் எங்கள் சாரதாம்பிகைக்கே சச்சிதானந்த சிவ அபிநவ நிருசிம்ஹ பாரதிக்கே ஸ்ரீ சந்திரசேகர பாரதி குரு சார்வபௌமருக்கே ஸ்ரீ சந்திரசேகர பாரதி குரு வித்யா தீர்த்தருக்கே ஸ்ரீ சந்திரசேகர பாரதி குரு பாரதி தீர்த்தருக்கே ஸ்ரீ சந்திரசேகர பாரதி குரு விதுஷேகர பாரதிக்கே மங்களம் குரு ஸ்ரீ சந்திரமௌலீஸ்வருக்கே சக்தி கணபதி சாரதாம்பிக் சங்கராச்சாரியருக்கே சக்தி கணபதி மகாகணபதி சாரதாம்பிகைக்கே ஸ்ருங்கேரி புரியில் நிறைந்திருக்கும் எங்கள் சாரதாம்பிகைக்கே.